please, mate.
Great. Hi, Neil. Hope you're well.
Hi, guys. Okay.
Just a quick check to start with. Everyone fit and fine after the captain's run?
Yeah, we're all pretty good. Yeah, just, again, same as anything, you get this close to the game, you're just ready to go, really. I'm not saying it's just a tick box, but there's some things you need to go through today. But the reality is the boys are probably pretty focused on tomorrow and obviously looking forward to it.
Just in terms of selection, Wayne Pivac talked a lot about the midfield selection, Kieran Hardy at scrum half. In particular, fly half, an area, of course, you've got a special interest in. Can you tell us about the selection debate between Dan Biggar and Callum Sheedy and how they've been pushing each other in training?
Yeah, no, they have, and not just them. Jared as well, Jared's a very good player. He's been playing exceptionally well for the Blues. And obviously, we've got a lot of experience with Dan. He's been there, done it. And Callum, obviously, again, he's been playing extremely well when he's been involved with us, and obviously with Bristol as well. So, look, the more competition, the better. And, not just, obviously, the two are involved tomorrow, but the three of them are going pretty hard at each other, and that's what we want, really. And, I think they're both trying to bring the best out of Dan, and I'd like to think they're doing that.
With those players in mind and the English midfield, a lot of kicking options. We saw the ball in the air a lot when the two teams met in Llanelli in the autumn. How do you see this match panning out?
No, I don't see it being too dissimilar, if I'm brutally honest. There's not an awful lot of space out there. Obviously, they'll go after the set piece as they normally do. Scrum and line out will be, very tough and very, heavily contested tomorrow. But there's not an awful lot of space, and you've got to earn that and try and, earn that right to play by using your kicking game. And, England do it pretty effectively. They kick an awful lot of ball in your half. And maybe that's not so, as in we like to play with ball in hand, but there is spaces to kick as well, and you've got to try and utilise that as well. And your kicking game enables your attack to be a lot better. So that's going to be a big facet of the game tomorrow. There's no doubt in that.
Yeah, we've seen England use that kick chase to turn defence into attack. Do you like to think that with the back three you've selected that there's still the chance to counter attack if it presents itself?
Yeah, and you're right. If it presents itself, that's the plain and simple answer at the end of the day. It's a disjointed chase, yes, but look, you've got to be disciplined. You've got to be smart. You've got to be willing to get in the arm wrestle. You've got to be willing to play in the right areas. All this stuff comes to the fore tomorrow. You can't afford to be making a silly decision. They got an easy in. It's quite tough to stop with a team like England when they get close to your try line. They got big men, big ball carriers. They'll come pretty direct, and it's not easy to do. So minimising their chances in our half is what we're going to be trying to do, and they're probably going to be the same, trying to do the same to us.
Just finally, I know there's a lot of them who want to ask questions as well. This is going to be an empty ground. It's not going to be like most Wales-England matches, but your name synonymous with the fixture. We think back to 99 and Wembley. It's hard not to think back to games like that. What are some of your favourite memories of this fixture and of that game at Wembley in particular?
Just speaking to the boys coming back earlier with mentioning Callum and Dan about the 2013 game. Obviously stands out for us. It's an incredible day, an incredible performance by the boys, and the atmosphere was just unreal. Obviously it's going to be different tomorrow. It's going to be, at the end of the day, the game itself brings its own atmosphere anyway in terms of the two teams, and I know our side certainly, and I'm sure they are really looking forward to the game. But I say going back to 99 is a long time ago now, but again, it's just one of them things that will probably live with you forever, and the atmosphere was incredible before it and the game itself. So, look, Wales-England games are always tough, very tough, and you just want to hope and perform and try and come out on the right side, and that's about as far as it goes, really, and tomorrow will be no different.
Thanks, Neil.
Hey Neil, it's Beth from ITV. Just, I know it's like copy, control, paste, and every year we talk about this fixture and the emotion it kind of evokes from the fans. But is it different for the players when you play this fixture?
As in what sense? Is it bigger than any other game? Is that what you're trying to say? Or?
Well, you tell me. Listen, we're all fans before we're players. So you must, as a little boy, love this fixture. So to play in it, was it kind of a dream come true? Was it a bit different?
Yeah, well, without doubt, it was my first cap against a very good England team. We come up short and by a bit on that day, but they were a very good side at that moment in time. When I was a young kid coming through, any Wales-England game is huge. I can remember my Wales youth game against England. It's massive. It's what it's all about. Of course, every test match is important, and it's a huge game for us. But as everyone will say, the Wales-England game is a game like no other, really. You can probably Wales All Blacks is pretty close as well, but this England game tomorrow is huge. There's no doubt in that, and certainly as a Welsh fan. It's a game that most people say they want to win, but from our perspective, it's another test match. It's a huge one. It is England, but it's a game that we're looking forward to, and a game that we would, going to do our utmost to try and win tomorrow. There's no doubt in that.
Last question from me. It's a triple crown up for grabs as well. How pleased are you that this side has come around with the opportunity to win a trophy, given everything that's gone on in the last kind of year?
Yeah, we've had a tough year. There's no doubt in that. And we've obviously had a little bit of luck as well in this tournament so far. But as we've said, we probably had a little bit of luck 2 years ago when we won it as well. 16-0 down in Paris, come back to win that game. So, France had one more score that day. Who knows, the game could have been beyond us in the tournament. So, look, you've got to have a bit of luck in this tournament, but you also got to be putting yourselves in the right places at the right time. And I think we've done that in the 2 games as well to manage to come out on top. So, as you said, it's a triple crown game. But if I'm brutally honest, it's not something we've spoken about. It's a big test matches. Yes, it is a trophy at stake, but the reality is we need to perform. We need to play at our best if we're going to win tomorrow.
Listen, good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Hi, Neil. Will here. How's it going?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Good, guys.
You talked to us a couple of weeks ago before the Ireland game about your personal nerves that have continued from playing to coaching. Does that go up a level for you in a week like this?
Oh, yeah. I've been nervous all week. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah. It's, especially, we've been able to go down the stadium a couple of times to do our kicking and stuff. And, the stadium alone brings nerves. I'm not going to lie to you. It's, and obviously the magnitude of the game itself brings that as well. But again, there is nerves, but there's excitement as well. And, there's an opportunity to be involved as a member of the staff and the coaching side, but also to be able to watch this game from the sideline tomorrow, which I have no doubt is going to be a pretty good test match.
You've worked with Owen Farrell on a couple of Lions tours. Eddie Jones recently was saying that he's not quite in the form that he could be. What do you make of him, and what do you expect from a guy who's been a competitor for quite a long time now?
Well, he's world class, full stop. There's no doubt in that. He's a born winner. He's a fantastic rugby player. His kicking speaks for itself, and I'm not too sure about form and stuff like that. He won 2 trophies in the autumn. He's obviously would like to have played more rugby. There's no doubt in that. And I'm sure Owen would say that, but as a player and what he's all about, he's an incredible rugby player, and he'll be ready to rock tomorrow. There's no doubt in that, and he'll give them a real good edge. And obviously, he's a fantastic player, and someone we'll have to watch very closely tomorrow.
In these games, do you guys, as the coaching staff, encourage a bit of on the edge, a bit of feistiness, or do you try and take that out of the players the day before a game?
No, it's look, the team builds itself, then the players build themselves. It doesn't start today. Doesn't start tomorrow, probably starts on Monday. That's the reality of it when you've got a game of this magnitude. So it builds up quietly and nicely. And look, there's going to be edge tomorrow. There's no doubt in that. It's going to be some sort of confrontations on the pitch. But reality is we've got to keep our discipline as well. It's about keeping 15 players on the pitch, backing our systems, being disciplined, not giving England easy in. So there's a lot of things at stake tomorrow. Of course, there's going to be a lot of people on edge. There's no doubt in that. But again, you've got to have a disciplined edge as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, James. Simon, yeah.
Hey, Simon, okay.
Hi, mate. Wayne talked yesterday about Jonathan Davis's kicking ability being a factor in his selection at 12. How much of an asset can that be, having that kind of left-footed exit option at 12 with Jonathan?
Yeah, well, it does. It just opens the pitch up for us, if I'm honest. It gives us an opportunity to play both sides, to be able to kick both sides. England have it with Elliott and Henry Slade. So, and again, it's not an easy thing to defend either. So, I know a lot of sides will have 2 full-backs, so, a lot of pendulum in the back 3. But your ability to find grass and ease pressure is huge. And if you can do that on both sides, with ourselves, with Jonathan, and obviously with them, with the 2 that they have, it can ease the pressure in your own half quite quickly. And that's something that, on the odd occasion, tomorrow, I'm sure we'll look to do.
There won't be actual Welsh fans in there, but there's still, Neil, very much an awareness of the degree of support within the nation and how people in their homes will be cheering the Welsh team on.
Well, without doubt, as I said, we understand what's going on in the world and we understand what's going on outside, and we see it as a duty that we turn up and perform tomorrow. We're going to do our utmost to try and win the game, and it wouldn't be if we didn't quite come out on the right side. I'm sure it won't be through lack of effort. Boys will be emptying the tank tomorrow, and as we all will, and trying to make the nation proud of us.
Thank you, Neil. Good luck.
Yes, thank you.
Neil, Eddie Jones has suggested that Wales try and wind up England sometimes, particularly with Alan Wynne-Jones in these fixtures. Is that something you do try and do?
I don't think so. I think that, look, the game is the game, innit? And, things are going to happen. People get on edge. There's going to be confrontations. There's going to be a little bit off the ball stuff. that's the reality. But you can't do anything nowadays. There's so many cameras, and so you've got so many views looking at you. You just got to be as disciplined as you possibly can be. As I said earlier, you don't want to give teams easy ins, and certainly we don't want to give England easy ins tomorrow. I've already said they got big ball carriers, people that can make dents in your defensive line, and we want to minimise that as best we can. But as for the edge and as for the occasion, well, you have to play it by ear and see how that goes tomorrow. But I have no doubt there's going to be some altercations, but let's hope the disciplined ones, and it's not on our side anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Neil. I just wondered, Julian Guy from AFP here. I just wondered, Louis Rees-Sammet's had a lot of attention on him in the past couple of weeks, understandably, for the way he's played. Have you had to sort of keep his feet on the ground at all, or what's he been like in camp as a person? How does he?
Oh, he's a good kid. Look, he's worked hard. He was obviously in the autumn with us and stuff, and he's worked extremely hard. I think he's improved no end since the autumn. His conditioning, all the things really other than scoring tries. I think that's he's a try scorer, full stop. He's a fantastic finisher, as we've seen the finish against Ireland. That was one type of finish. Getting out, getting his feet off the ground, getting in the air, and obviously the dab down was pretty special. And obviously the two against Scotland. So we've seen the varieties that he can do, but the game is not all about that as well. It's just part of it. And his kick chase, his aerial game, his escort lines working back, and his work rate in the backfield. That's the stuff that we keep on to him about. And look, he's been working extremely hard in all aspects of the game, defensively as well, and being more vocal. He's still a kid at the end of the day, but he's some talent. And we just try and keep him in the right direction. But as I see Louis every day, his feet's in pretty firmly on the ground, and he's a very good kid to have around the environment.
And obviously this week he'll be up against Johnny May, his club mate at Gloucester. I mean, obviously you know plenty about Johnny. I mean, but has Louis been able to give you any extra insight into his game?
No, we haven't asked him too much for now. We watch a lot of England ourselves and the individuals and people like Johnny. And, Johnny scored some incredible tries in recent times. He's incredibly quick. And he works incredibly hard. He gives his side a lot in the air. He chases kicks all day. He never seems to tire. So, Zamo's got a big battle on his hands tomorrow. But, I'm sure there's one he's looking forward to. And then he knows and he understands how hard he's going to have to work tomorrow. So, but, it should be a good battle and one I'm looking forward to as well.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Hi, Neil. It's Alex here. I just wondered if you could talk a bit about the evolution of George North. Obviously, 100 caps tomorrow. And what are some of your favourite memories of this time?
He's just incredible for us. It's scary to think, is he 28? Yeah, is that right, 28? And so he's been going 10 years pretty much, and first cap back against South Africa, 2 tries on his debut. He's been incredible as far as I'm concerned, absolutely incredible. And he's obviously had a few issues again, the odd thing with concussion and stuff like that. So many caps he could actually have at this moment in time would be scary, really. But and how much more rugby he's got left in him. But he's been impressive for us for a long, long time. Obviously on the wing generally, he's had the odd game against centre, and he's moved there now for the Six Nations and obviously the latter stages of the autumn. But yeah, I got nothing but praise for George. He's a fantastic kid, good person, and he's had an incredible career so far. And I'd like to think he's got a lot more left in the tank yet, and I hope that's the case.
Thank you very much, everybody.